With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. He's got it to the 43 here. Well, these two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game, the big one. The Chiefs up 21-3 at one point. The Bengals charge back. They win it 27-24 and punch their ticket to Super Bowl 56. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. The Bengals at 6 and 5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
11. Hey, can.
Burrow on play action. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Edwards-Helaire running right through it. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Edwards-Helaire. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Hardman on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play? They'll take that as a result.
12. 11.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11 Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Again, that's Hurst.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. It's Mixon on the counter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
11 MT.
On 2nd down and 4, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
11. 12. 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the... And now off to the races down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
118 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
11. 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
From midfield now, Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 11. 12.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Carlos Dunlap.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
12. 11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 31 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
To throw, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to get this down near the 25. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Kansas City, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to make amends next week.